Let's now talk about fundraising. Kamala Harris is raising so much money that she's giving some of it to other campaigns. And this is of critical importance because the ability to get anything done in the next presidential term, even if Kamala Harris wins, will come down to who controls the House of Representatives and who controls the Senate. The latest Senate forecasts I've seen, I think I added an extra syllable there. The latest Senate forecasts I've seen suggest that this is very, very close, with a slight lean towards Republicans controlling the Senate. If that's the case, it doesn't really matter what Kamala Harris wants to do with the child tax credit. It doesn't really matter what Kamala Harris wants to do with her other tax and economic proposals, because Republicans will have the ability to stop it. So we have a couple of interesting articles. Washington Post, Harris to transfer nearly $25 million to help down ballot Democratic candidates to boost House, Senate, and state level candidates follows a $540 million fundraising haul for the vice president over 6 weeks. We will link to that article. Business Insider also reporting on this. Kamala Harris has raised so much money that she's giving $25 million of it to other campaigns. Now, some of you might say, well, if her victory is not even guaranteed, why would she give any money down ballot? Well, there's two important answers to that. Number one, in a way, it is self-serving because there is this rising tide lifts all boats sort of thing. There are states where her polling is different than the Democratic Senate candidate. And it's conceivable that if you spend on your own campaign, but there's a limit to how much you can boost turnout based on promoting yourself. There's the idea that if you devote some money to Senate get out the vote efforts, that getting people excited about voting for whoever's running for Senate will actually help her. That's one aspect of this. And the second one is, of course, what I already mentioned, which is that her ability to actually get anything done does depend on who controls the House and who controls the Senate. And I'm sure, because she's intelligent and so are her advisors, that they are thinking what we don't want is a presidency that we eke out while losing the House and Senate, are able to accomplish nothing, and we have a historically unsuccessful presidential term. I know that they are thinking ahead. So we will be delving more deeply into the Senate map. Right now, what I have on the screen for you is what is being called the consensus map based on current polling. There are a whole bunch of different states that have Senate elections. Right now, what you can see is 50 for Republicans, 48 for Democrats, with 2 toss-up seats, Montana and Ohio. And this is not an awesome map. This is not a particularly awesome map for Democrats. So we are going to be following all of this extraordinarily closely. The fundraising numbers are stunning, and yet, it still looks like it'll be a very close election electorally. Hopefully, there will be some spend devoted to North Carolina, a state that is at least arguably in play, and a very gerrymandered state. Donald Trump is having to put some money into North Carolina, so that is an interesting thing. But we are seeing sort of the feeling, and I know facts, feelings, two different things. There is the feeling and an energy of excitement behind Harris Walls that has not really been there on the Democratic side for quite some time now. That alone won't get you victories, but it can be a starting point to actually campaigning and building a really good ground game. One other really funny thing about Kamala sending some money down to down ballot Democrats. Donald Trump's deal with sending money to down ballot Republicans was, you've got to give me a 5% cut. There was a leaked memo some months ago demanding any candidate that uses Trump's name to fundraise, give him a cut. That's the Trump approach to politics, very different than the Harris approach to politics. So long story short, we've got just a few weeks to go. Debate is next week. I'll be streaming it live. Hope you'll watch with me. Vice presidential debate, October 1st. We'll be streaming live. Hope you'll watch it with me. I want you to be involved in whatever way makes sense for you, phone banking, donating, just making sure that you vote, and make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, as we will be with you through and beyond the November election. We'll take a very quick break. Big court news for Trump after this short break. So many of us are busy. We may not always have time to nutritionally plan out every meal and make sure we're getting the exact amount of this mineral or that vitamin. And that's why I like AG1. Our sponsor, AG1, is the daily scoop you mix into water or your smoothie to get 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and nutrients from only whole food sources. Just a single scoop covers me nutritionally for the whole day. AG1 is just simpler and faster and more cost-effective, by the way, than fumbling with a dozen different vitamin pills and products. AG1 can support all sorts of different functions, and it promotes diversity in your microbiome. In a research study, AG1 was shown to even double the healthy bacteria in your gut. Staying healthy is just about habits that are sustainable. They have to be sustainable, which is why I've been using AG1 in the morning for years now. It's just easy to stick to. Start your own journey with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, plus 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first subscription order at drinkag1.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.